Back to Best Buy. Let's go in. Okay, still in Best Buy, a little bit indecisive, but on a cool note, I actually ran into 3 subscribers or 3 viewers. One guy really nice named Shane. He was buying the Halloween new Steelbook, which looked really cool. And I ran into 2 parents of a viewer, very nice people. They both took pictures with me. I told them to tag me on Twitter. I'll see if I can find the pictures, but yeah, so. By the way, when's the last time someone came to Best Buy to buy a microwave? No? Okay. I'm a little bit indecisive right now. I don't know if I want to get the regular edition of Endgame or I want the Steelbook. I don't really love the way the Steelbook looks. It kind of looks a little bit bland to me. I wish the Steelbook looked like that. And my Infinity War copy it's not a Steelbook, it's this, so I might just go with this. It's a few bucks cheaper and I don't really need the Steelbook. So, life's decisions. Oh, it's so bright. It's so hot. I think it's about 95 degrees out today, or it will be at one point. So I went ahead and got the normal edition of the movie. I didn't need the Steelbook. I didn't like the way it looked. And it's something about the Steelbook on my shelf, beside the other regular movies, just does not look as...
Hi there. It's your boy. It's me, everybody. Hello. That light in the background is very distracting. Hang on a second. I'll fix it. Oh, that looks kind of better. Okay. I wish the natural light gone away at this point, but it hasn't yet. Hello everybody. I am of course your live stream host, Mr. Lego Lover 117 or Mr. Garrett, whichever one you would like to refer to me as. I really don't care as long as you don't refer to me as asshole. That would be nice if you didn't do that. This is August's live stream, and if you notice by the title, this is the Comic-Con panel that you never got to see. And I say that to be funny, of course, but there are going to be some big announcements in this stream. That I hope that you all are excited about. So, we have currently 5 people according to this statistic board. Yeah. Apparently the video output is low. I'm not sure why. Phone beat. Oh, that's a friend. Alright. So, unfortunately, this live stream is going to have to start with some unfortunate news. Nothing to do with what's actually going on in the stream. We'll detail that later, but we have to say goodbye to somebody. If you didn't already know, on all of Thomas Twitter right now, everyone is saying goodbye to Peter Fonda. It recently just came out within the last few hours. He passed away from lung cancer, and that obviously hits me very close to home, considering he was Burnett Stone in Magic Railroad, and I know a lot of us as Thomas fans grew up with that movie and liked it a lot as kids. At least I did, and I never really found his performance all that endearing, but I don't want to speak ill of the dead or anything. So I enjoy the film for what it is. I enjoy his performance for what it is, and he will be missed. Unfortunately, he was 79. I think is what the article said. So that was unfortunate news that I didn't want to hear today, and I did toy with the prospect of canceling the stream, but I had already gone through the effort to create a ton of graphics and stuff for this, so I made the choice to just go ahead and do it now. Since this is one of the only nights I have free for a while, so just decided to go ahead and get it over with now. But if we could all just have a moment of silence to remember Peter Fonda. This one's for you. Okay, moment's over. By the way, any of y'all like Ale 8? I think it's wonderful. And the only classy way to drink it is through a glass bottle. None of that plastic stuff. Mm-mm. You gotta go with glass, man. Classy. uh, okay. So, hello to everybody in the chat that I'm seeing here. Nice haircut, says Dan, the train guy Fox. Thank you, Dan. You actually noticed I got my haircut. Got it cut a few weeks ago. I like how the words at the end say "How was your weekend?" when the weekend has started. Yeah, Gum Robber. I want to change that graphic, but I just never do. Plus, I think it's funny. How was your weekend? Welcome back, LO117. Thank you, Katie, the E2. Hello, J Game Guy 17 and some other people. So, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and discuss what's going to go down in this live stream. There's going to be some reveals, some confirmations towards the end. It's gonna be like a panel at Hall H. That's why I called it the Comic Con panel that you never got to see. So some stuff is gonna be revealed and the like. We will of course have our famous segment of things that I have that you don't, and I've got a lot of things over here that I did not realize I bought over the last month. I think it's been exactly a month since the last time I live streamed. Hang on just a moment. Let me go look that up. Also, I am streaming this from my new laptop, which I talked about in my most recent Let's Play, however long ago that was uploaded. I think somebody asked me in the comments what kind of computer this is. It is an Asus. It is a Asus VideoBook, I think is what it is. I'm not sure what year it's from, but it's not very old. 1 terabyte hard drive, 8 gigabytes of RAM. It is supposedly more powerful than my original Asus, but I decided to stick with an Asus because I know the brand. I've had good luck with them. I'll never go back to HP. My original laptop was an HP and it died. Its motherboard crapped out after about 3 months of use, so I will probably never go back to them. Let's see. Yeah, the last live stream was on July 16th, 2019, so it's been 30 days. How about that? Who would have thought? Forgot to monetize that. What? It's a live stream. How can you demonetize a live stream? Okay, I'm trying to. I forgot. I always forget to do this. I always forget to monetize these live streams. Because I make like 5 cents off of it. So, but any money is welcome from this. And I'm just like, every single live stream I've ever tried to monetize has been demonetized at some point. And I just monetized this one, and already it's been demonetized. And I don't understand how. How does YouTube do this? That makes absolutely no sense to me. But I don't know. It kind of pisses me off. So, when is the next Let's Play? That is information I cannot disclose at this moment. KD the E2. That will be information disclosed possibly later on in this stream. Maybe when we get to the Hall H portion. I guess now would be as good a time as any to just go ahead and say, hey, if anybody has any chat questions they would like to lob my way, let's go ahead and do that now. Here's a question for you all. What do you think of the beard? You know, this is about a month, maybe 3.5 weeks worth of not shaving. So, I don't know. I like it. But as you can see, it doesn't really come in all that well on both sides. Really, it's a little patchy. But I like it. Here's a question from Gum Robber, longtime fan of the channel. Did you watch Clifford the Big Red Dog growing up? I did, actually, a little bit. It was never one of my favorites, particularly, but I did watch it. I might have a Clifford DVD somewhere. I remember when Blockbuster was still a thing, I used to rent the Clifford movie from it. I can't remember what it's called, but I used to rent that from there a lot. You just love Marvel, says iOS Builder 587. Kinda. You know what's funny? My fandom of Marvel and of superheroes in general, it's not really all that old. I didn't grow up with Marvel or any superheroes like that. I had some Spider-Man action figures as a kid, but I never really liked them all that much until I think it was 2013. I was in either 6th or 7th grade, and I had been listening to various podcasts about these Marvel movies, and I thought, well, these movies are pretty good, you know, from what I've heard. So, and I remember I recorded Iron Man off of TNT onto my DVR that I used to have. And I watched it, and I was like, this is amazing. I love it. And then I saw Iron Man 3 in theaters when that first came out in 2013. So it's really not that old. It's 7 years old at this point, but I didn't grow up with it like a lot of people did. Never really cared for them until I was 14. I've had nothing but praise for the beard, so that's nice. Thank you. Beard is sexy, not to be gay. Because as we all know, the good lover hates the gays, right? I don't, but whatever. Did you watch The Wiggles as a kid? That comes from Dan the Train Guy. I'm just going to call you Dan. That's a really long username. I'm not saying that every time. Kind of. I know it's weird to say kind of, but I kind of did. I think I had 1 or 2 VHSs of it as a kid, and I didn't really care much for it. At least not that I remember. Any new dads? Or Blu-rays. I know that's a typo, KDE2, but that's funny right there. Yeah, those will be in things that I have that you don't. Gavin Shade says, "Hey, my favorite Funko Pop is your Han Solo from the movie Solo." I assume you mean this one. Because this is the common. My camera would focus. Yeah, it's kind of focused. This is the common of Han. And yeah, I like it too. I loved Solo, so of course I had to buy that. Yeah, okay. Because I was going to say, I have another one. It's over here. Oh. This is him in the flight suit from on Corellia in the opening. This was a Walgreens exclusive, which oddly enough I found in a store. You know anything about Walgreens, their exclusives are super tough to find in store, but I found him in a store. So I thought, hey, gotta pick him up. He sits over on my bookshelf next to um, the Han Solo from Endor and what's the other one? Slave Leia. Ugh. I got Luke Skywalker pop. Which one? Be more specific. There's like 20 of those. You need to watch Wayne's World and The Big Lebowski. Yes, you're right. I do need to watch those. Unfortunately, my time is preoccupied right now with going back to school this Monday. And I still have to finish Godzilla from 2014, which I'm not liking at all because there's no Godzilla. And I have all these other stuff from Black Friday that I haven't bought yet. I haven't watched yet, not bought yet. What am I, stupid? Which that includes Now You See Me, Murder on the Orient Express, Kong Skull Island, Penguin's Madagascar Movie, The Patriot, Hacksaw Ridge, The Punisher, and then I've got that stuff from the Walmart $5 bins, Monuments Men, 42, Noah, and Jack Reacher. I haven't watched any of those. The one with the beard. There's two of those as well. There's one from Force Awakens and one from Last Jedi. I'm just going to assume it's the Last Jedi one. That's the more common one. You got me into collecting pops. Well, good for you. Good for you. Collect what you love. Unless they're too dang expensive. Like Hot Toys. I love Hot Toys. I can't afford one of those damn things. Like the Iron Man from the climax of Avengers 4 where he's snapping his fingers and he has the gauntlet. I want that, but it's $400 and I can't justify paying $400 for a 12-inch figure. I can't do that. I want to, but I can't. Hey man, do you mind if I tell you my secret? Okay. You need to ask permission for that? When I saw Solo, I realized it wasn't Harrison Ford voicing Solo, okay? Why would it be Harrison Ford? He's old and a grump. I got my Luke from Best Buy last year for Christmas. You know, my Best Buy hasn't really restocked any of their pops recently. It's all the same stuff that I don't really care about. Also, where do you get your pops from? It's a mixture of a lot of different sources. A lot of them I find in store, actually. You would be surprised. Um, I find a fair amount of them at places like FYE and GameStop primarily, but a lot of them I've bought on eBay. A lot of them found at decent prices from different places and different stores on eBay. Of course, you also get stuff from subscription boxes like, let me show you this. This is my most recent addition to my pop collection. This is Darla from Shazam, but it's signed by the actress who plays Darla. I can't remember what her name is, but it's signed by her, and her initials are FH. And then this came from Bambox. Got a Bambox sticker on the side there. So this is freaking awesome. I may not care much for subscription boxes in general or just Bambox in general because honestly, okay, why is my camera not? There we go. I may not care for subscription boxes or just Bambox in general because a lot of stuff that Bambox sends you is crap. Like this. It's an empty bottle of beer. And it's from The Simpsons. It's not a prop. It's just a glass bottle that has a cheaply applied label on it. Like, who would want that? That I just need to throw away at some point. But yeah, this was pretty awesome to find in that box. And I've got another one that's Bugs Bunny, signed by an actor who played him. I think the guy's name was Eric Baza. But this is more cool than that because I've seen Shazam. So that's Darla. Oh. Also, since we're going to talk Comic-Con in this, I did find some Comic-Con pops in the store. I found Penny as Wonder Woman from The Big Bang Theory, as well as Raj as Aquaman. These were shared with Walmart, and Walmart's website never really had these in stock from what I saw. But I went to a Walmart out by my dad's office, and they had these both. So I was like, I'm going to snag them. Pretty sure the Funko app has them listed for like $45 a piece. So, cool. They will not stay that way. But it's nice to have them. Then I have another one. If you couldn't tell, it's probably hard for you to hear me. Hang on. Oh, please, dear God, don't fall. I gotta do this fast because they're gonna fall. If you couldn't tell, my setup back there has changed. My old man Logan statue used to sit over there, but since I got that Darla signed, I added another row of rare pops. But I also got this Batman from Comic-Con. Woo! And he is holding a Comic-Con bag. So it could be the real Batman, or it could be some guy cosplaying as Batman. Who cares? It's from Comic-Con. Woo! And then the other two pops that are part of that stack, it's just two Thors. You've got the Ragnarok Thor, Odin's Force Thor, and the comic Thor. Odin's Force Thor was from 2018 Comic Con, so that's another woo moment. Ugh. Sorry, I went off on a tangent there. Yes, Katie, like Best Buy. I haven't bought a lot of pops from Best Buy, but actually, when Infinity War came out, Best Buy was the only place I found Thanos, Iron Man, and Captain America pops from that line. So that was interesting. Not to mention Thomas and the Magic Railroad not being a good movie. It's not. But I do have the original script from the film. It was found in 2007. Yeah, that script is not rare. I'm sorry to tell you that, but everybody who's anybody has the script nowadays. It's all over the internet. Whoever puts out Disney Pixar 4Ks is really trying to empty my wallet because 8 films are coming to 4K. Yes, I heard about that, Gum Robber. I did hear about that, and yikes. Let's see, what do we got? It's Inside Out, The Good Dinosaur, Cars 1, 2, um, crap, there's 4 more. I forget. What are the other 4? I don't remember what the other 4 were. I just remember Cars and Cars 2 are coming to 4K, which of course puts my supplemental out of date at this point because I gotta get another copy of that. But I will get the Steelbook, of course, from Best Buy. I'm debating on whether or not I want Cars 2. Because while I like Cars 2, I think it's fun. Do I need to upgrade that to 4K? I mean, of course I have to upgrade Cars. It's one of my favorite films of all time, but do I really need to upgrade Cars 2? I have the 3D Super D Duper D Special D version from way back when, so I don't really think I need that. I got Lion King on 4K because now I have a 4K TV. That's cool. I don't own Lion King on 4K myself. I personally don't think that animation looks all that different in 1080p versus 4K. I'm sure if I saw them side by side, I would notice subtle differences, but for the most part, I haven't really noticed a difference. That's just me. Of course, there are a lot of 4K transfers out there that are not worth squat, and they don't look very good. Like Rampage. Since Toys R Us is gone, your Lightning McQueen pop is now rare. You could say that, yes. It's not worth very much. But yeah. I imagine Toys R Us exclusives are going to rise in price in the next couple of years. How much is that worth? I have the Funko app. I have my entire collection loaded up on it. As you can see right there. My collection is currently worth $4,796 according to this app. That fluctuates a lot. My highest that I own currently, Winter Soldier from Captain America 2, which is worth $125. Thor from the first Avengers, which is worth $75. Sharkbite and Quint from Jaws is worth $75. And then we just keep going down. Yeah, Penny and Raj are both worth $50 currently. That will go down. It always goes down. Surprised though, because like my Rob Stark up there, he was worth something like 130 a couple of months ago, and now he's only worth 65. So I wonder why exactly that happened. Market fluctuation, of course. And stuff like, ever since Tony Stark, spoiler alert, died in Avengers 4, a lot of Iron Man pops have been skyrocketing in price. Like the Mark 42 from Iron Man 3. Focus up, camera, come on. Come on. Focus. It doesn't want to focus. It's currently worth $70. As well as Tony Stark holding helmet from 2017's Comic-Con. Woo! And then Iron Man Mark 1 from 2018's Comic-Con. Woo! Is worth $60. And the Iron Man Spider-Man 2-pack from Spider-Man Homecoming is worth $60, which was a Target exclusive. Target's another one that's really hard to find exclusives at. It's just they don't stock them well. but something like a shark biting Quint, which was a 2019 Comic Con exclusive. Woo! Let me show you that actually. Show you that up close. It's really freaking awesome. Oh, it looks like this. Look at that. It's beautiful. His head even spins. That's what I find funny about his head. He spins. Uh, yeah, when this came in from Entertainment Earth, my parents were none too pleased. They were like, "Why would you buy something that has so much blood on it? It's fake blood. It's from an iconic cinematic moment. Come on now." But that's Bruce eating Quint from the end of Jaws. Ah, we have a visitor. You may recognize this white dog. This is Rosie. Hello, Rosie. Hello, Rosie. Hello. She's made an appearance on the channel before. See, I don't have any food, so now she wants to go back downstairs. She got a haircut, that's why she looks different. Come here, Rosie. Come here. Come here. Come here. And now she wants to go back downstairs. Okay. You don't want to stay for the live stream? No, I don't want to stay. I want to go back downstairs. Now that there's a dog in this live stream, that'll be millions of views right there. Cute dog, OMG. Cars 2 has a bonus disc, which is a Toys R Us exclusive. Luckily, I have it. That comes from Gum Robber. A lot of Pixar films had Toys R Us. Hang on, brain reboot. A lot of Pixar films had bonus discs that were retailer exclusives. Like My Monsters University Blu-ray has a Target exclusive bonus disc. It's weird how that stuff works. My favorite Thomas and Friends HMR episode is the Percy's Chocolate Crunch episode, but that was season 6, right? Yeah. Yeah, Percy's Chocolate Crunch was season 6. Not season 6 of Home Media Reviews, because that's not a thing. Cars 2 bonus disc is a Lego version of some of the stuff from the movie. Interesting. I have all the Cars on DVD. Don't have much on Blu-ray. You should upgrade your stuff to Blu-ray at some point, Katie. That would honestly be great. It's better than DVD. That's what I did. Ooh, that went up my nose. Woo. Do what you did with her in the January stream. Has it been that long since Rosie has been on camera? I think that's when I played with her on camera. That was fun. No, she likes to come up here if I have food. If I don't have food, she's gone. She's a real jerk like that. When's the Thomas DVD collection? That's in collection month, which is October of every year. If you were a real fan, you would know that. No, I'm kidding. Collection month is October of every year on this channel. So, it'll be sometime in October. I don't know what week. Speaking of Thomas Home Media Reviews, how many supplementals are we getting? You're getting a few. I will say you are getting at least one more. I will not disclose any other information besides that until the Comic-Con segment of the stream. I upgraded to Blu-ray in 2012. Good. Good. I highly recommend it. I berate my friends for not having Blu-rays. So, how many people are watching this? I reckon not a lot. 8. Okay, that's not bad. Not bad at all. Can you add me on Skype? I don't use Skype. Haven't used Skype in probably over a year. Don't like it. Still haven't seen Rush Hour 2 or 3. Nope. Still haven't watched either one of them, Gun Robber. They are sitting in my other room. They're not in here anymore. They're sitting in my other room. Not here. And I still haven't watched Rush Hour 1 from that one time I saw it with a buddy of mine years ago. Well, does the Great Race and King of the Railway count as upgrades for Thomas? I'm not quite sure what you mean by that. If you mean upgrades in quality, then King of the Railway, yes. Great Race, no. I liked the Roblox videos. They were really funny. Thank you, Dan. Yeah, Roblox is going away. Just go ahead and say that now. I have... How many do I still have? I have like 2 episodes left I haven't uploaded yet. But after that, it's pretty much over. I don't play Roblox anymore. And I guarantee you most of the other guys don't. So, yeah, consider the Roblox series dead. That was funny, man. Thanks for the laughs. I'm guessing you mean Thomas and Friends Home Media Reviews or some other series I did that's dead now. You're welcome. What's up? How is everyone doing today? I am doing well. Yanel Rodriguez Rivera? Or Rivera? I never know how to pronounce your name, dude. I am doing well. Thank you for asking. Recently, I got both films on Blu-ray. Yes, then that would be an upgrade in quality. In picture quality, not upgrade in terms of actual film quality, because Great Race is not very good. Are you still in the TWR and taking place in future collabs? I'm guessing you mean am I still in the TWR? See, technically, I still do Thomas content sometimes. I'm not finished with it or anything. And am I taking place in future collabs? I can't talk about that. I am neither confirming nor denying that there are any collabs in the works. And even if I was involved in any, I couldn't tell you I was. So, sorry. That's the best answer I can give you. But I'm still doing Thomas stuff. Just wait for the end. This is very, very hard to not discuss here. Any new TWR reviews coming up? Yes, Gum Robber. I have recently purchased a stockpile of Thomas Wooden Railway items, actually. And I have 3 reviews that have been edited and finished for probably a year now, that have been sitting, languishing, I should say, on this computer. One of them is on the 2006 Oliver, one of them is on 2013 Thomas, and another one is on Scarloey. 2 versions of Scarloey. Sorry, yawn there. But I'll tell you this, I'm going to film a review on this guy. This is 1994 Rusty. That I think I've shown off before, but I bought him because I like this Rusty model more because it's actually accurate. I call it circumcised Rusty. Which I laugh at way more than I probably should. Because mentally I'm age 7, physically age 20, but I did purchase a oh. I left Hector laying over here. He's one I recently purchased. Hang on, here I come. Oh. I went on kind of a rolling stock spree. Quite honestly. And honestly, this should be in things I have that you don't, but screw it. We're going off script here. Yes, Katie, White Roof. It's the original 94 Rusty. That had the short black strip on the top, and not the weird, awkward, long one. But yeah, I got a Hector because I always wanted Hector as a kid. Never got a chance to get him. And like I said in my tweet when I got Hector, I like spending money on childhood dreams that never came true. So that's Hector. I got all of the Youngsters cargo pieces. I already had these two. They're the cargo blocks. But this one was really chewed up from when my dog Steeler was a puppy. He would chew on this. So this one's almost brand new, and it's not chewed up by a dog. So that's nice. And I got 2 more cargo cars out of the deal, so that was nice. But I also got 2 tankers out of it. The paint on these, though, is kind of cracking. If you can't see that, it's kind of hard to tell on camera, but trust me when I say this, the paint is cracked. It's so weird. You can't really see it on camera. Well, you can kind of see it there, but the paint is cracked. And I got a 4th Express coach for them. Sweet, I guess. And then I got Fred, finally, and a Catherine. And then other stuff I don't have on me right now. I got another pair of Annie and Clarabelles, another gray troublesome truck. Not a gray troublesome truck like the classic one, like the one from the troublesome truck 2-pack. I got one of them. And then I got another rickety and another cargo car out of the deal. So I got a lot of TWR stuff, which should give you a clue as to what is coming up later. There is a reason why I purchased these things. Other than I like spending money on childhood dreams that never came true. I'm trying to put these out of the way here. But my favorite thing I got actually came in today. It is this. This is the Mac Daddy of sheds. It's the new style useful engine shed. I put Gordon in it just to test and see if a tender engine would fit in it, and by golly, it does. But there's that. No, I didn't put that in right. I really like this style of shed as compared to the older one. The older one, of course, is classic and all that. I personally always thought it was too tall. It looked too tall and too awkward. This one, on the other hand, looks like an actual railway shed, and I like it a lot. And funny enough, it came in a lot with a single stone tunnel and about 6 pieces of straight track, so that was cool. So I'm happy to have this. This will, of course, be added to the Tidmouth Shed set. It'll be on that siding where I just put a siding. It'll be in the siding where I put a siding. Yes, that makes total sense. And then there's the door. opens up and such. There's Gordon in there. Oh, yeah. I caught the engine, not the tender. Tender. I never knew the door had a magnet on it to keep it from opening up, so that's cool. Let me put this back now. Ugh. There we go. Ugh. Gee, I wonder if the Flying Scotsman will fit in there. No, he won't. His tenders will, but he won't. He is far too long. Hello, viewers, said Gordon. Are there any bands you really like? I like AC/DC, as evidenced by the fact that I'm wearing one of their shirts. And a lot of like random stuff. I don't know, like Motley Crue, Led Zeppelin, Aerosmith. Oddly enough, y'all are probably going to judge me a lot for this, but on Hulu, I recently found out that the entirety of Big Time Rush is on that. If you know anything about Big Time Rush, it was a TV series from back in like 2008 or 2009 or something. It was about these four guys. They were in this boy band, and I really liked it as a kid, okay? Don't judge me. I really liked it as a kid. And I've been rewatching it over these last couple weeks. I still find it funny. But not only that, but I've been listening to some of their music as well. It's not bad by any stretch of the means. It's okay, but it's not bad either. My favorite of theirs was Windows Down, which, listening to it now, it's just a metaphor for sex. That's what it is. Windows Down is literally a metaphor for sex. I mean, lines like, I can feel it in the air that it's on tonight. Yeah. Yikes. But, yeah, don't judge me too hard for that. I like their music. Sue me. And the show's funny. Favorite character is Gustavo. Shut it! Shut it forever! Yo, I actually like that show a lot too. I remembered that. Yeah, I remember that show. Y'all are real ones. You remember Big Time Rush. Good work. Good work, men. It's so good. Okay. Now that I have basically begun this segment, let us go ahead and transition into the famous segment of things that I have that you don't. I still don't have a theme song for this. One day I will make one. So, I have a large pile of things here. And they're kind of in a chronological order. Sort of. But not really, though, of course. You know me. I'm not professional. But I do have them organized by categories. I've got video games on top and then films on the bottom. Because oddly enough, I bought a lot of video games this month. So to begin, I took advantage of GameStop's 3 for $15 sale. That sale is basically just everything that's $9.99 and under at their store that's pre-owned. Buy 3 of them, you get them for $15. My computer's telling me my battery's not. Hang on, let me plug it in. Make sure it doesn't die. And that would not be good. So, pretty much all these video games I took advantage of the 3 for $15 sale. So, the first one, reason this is first is because it doesn't have an actual Xbox case in it, and it really pisses me off, is Gears of War Ultimate version. Now, this includes all 4 Gears of War games, I believe. I haven't put it in my player yet, but I will at some point. And this was what I like to call an essential purchase because, you know, you have 2 games in your hand. You're like, okay, I need one more to take advantage of this deal. One more. And this was one of those games. I compromised. I've never played Gears of War. I don't know what it's about, but I've heard it's good. So, for $5, it was an okay purchase. I wish it had the actual case, but it doesn't. Makes me angry. Next up is an upgrade. It's Disney Infinity 3.0 for the Xbox One. Another essential purchase because I had 2 games and I needed one more. So this is that game. Yeah, I don't hate it. I like Disney Infinity. I have a lot of the characters for it. I was going to say statues, but they're not statues. I have a lot of the figures for it. That's the word I'm looking for. So now I can play this on my Xbox One. Yippee. Whatever. Next up is a game that my brother persuaded me to get because I'm his supplier. I'm his enabler, so to speak, of games for him. Because I'm the only one that has a job around here that'll actually buy games. So I got Mortal Kombat X. I wish I got Mortal Kombat XL because that would be cool to have all the DLC. But I don't. I haven't played this yet, but I will at some point. Next up is one that I bought to prepare for later on in life. It's Rise of the Tomb Raider. I bought this one to prepare later on because I have Tomb Raider. I got it for free with gold, and I'm going to play it at some point. So when I do, then I can immediately play the sequel. Yippee. That ends the Xbox One stuff. This next one's a Wii game. Love the Wii. It's about as powerful as 2 sticks of butter, but I love it. And it's Avatar, The Last Airbender. I had this game for the DS. Hated it for that system. Always wanted it for a console. Never got a chance to actually get it. And for $2? Heck yeah, man. Haven't played that either. Next one. Now we're moving into Xbox 360 territory. Hellboy, The Science of Evil. Not Silence of Evil. I love Hellboy. I love the 2 Ron Perlman films. Hated 2019's reboot. But I don't expect anything of quality from this. It's a licensed game. It's from Konami. I don't know. We will see. We will see. Next up, a classic. Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare, man. One of the best Call of Duties ever made. What else you gotta say? It's backwards compatible with the Xbox One, so yippee, I can play that. And another backwards compatible one. And another kind of essential purchase. It's Halo 4. I have never played any of the Halos. I already have Halo 3 on Xbox 360 through backwards compatibility and through free with gold and stuff, so I thought, hey, why not go ahead and get Halo 4? So that's cool. And then last but certainly not least is a game that I've always wanted but never really had the chance to get. I've wanted it ever since I saw it on Scott the Waz's YouTube channel, and he talked about game compilations. Sonic's Ultimate Genesis Collection. This has something like 30, 40 games in it. Heck yeah, man. It's a great cover, too. Okay, that ends the games. Now we move on to films. Yippee. There's a lot of them, too. Detective Pikachu. Yes, I bought Detective Pikachu. I liked this well enough in theaters. I thought it was really hilarious watching it with 2 friends who had never seen it before. It's not great. It's pretty alright. Ryan Reynolds as Pikachu, perfect casting, though. I didn't get to watch it in 4K. I didn't. The friend I watched it I watched it at a friend's house, and he has just a Blu-ray, not a 4K. So I don't know what it looks like in 4K. The Blu-ray looked pretty good though. Next up, another $5 Walmart $5 bin purchase. Olympus Has Fallen. I hear this is the better version of White House Down, which I've seen White House Down. It's not terrible, but apparently this is better because it's rated R. So I'm excited to watch that. Jerry Butler, baby! And Two-Face. And Lucius Fox. And the sequel to that, London Has Fallen. Another $5 purchase. I thought, why not get both of them? This was a Best Buy purchase and kind of a Best Buy on a whim purchase. I upgraded both Fantastic Fours to Blu-ray. I like these films. I don't like Rise of the Silver Surfer all that much, but the first one is better than Fant 4-Stick. It's actually good. This one I picked up at Half Price Books with a friend of mine when we went to see Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, which is amazing, by the way. See that. It's awesome. Batman Year One. I've heard this is a very good representation of the graphic novel. Excited to watch it. I like DC animated stuff, if you couldn't tell. Best Buy finally marked this down. I had been eyeing this for a while. We're in Steelbook territory now. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Steelbooks here. Wait, no, there's not. I miscounted. Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sorry, 6 Steelbooks, not 7. But Best Buy finally marked this down. It was $10. Space Jam. Oddly enough, I saw Space Jam in theaters, not when it first came out. When Space Jam turned 20 a couple years ago, there were a few theaters around the globe that were showing it in theaters for its 20th anniversary. And my friend, the one who was in the X-Men Dark Phoenix vlog, Caleb, he loves Space Jam. So he said, dude, you've never seen Space Jam? We're going to watch it. And haven't seen it since. But I own it now, and this steelbook is awesome. Really liked it when I first saw it, so cool. These next 3 steelbooks all come from the same franchise. Yippee, right? The first one I've got on the same day when I went to see Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, The Bourne Identity. Now, this steelbook was exclusive to Target, but I got it at Half Price Books for a deep discount. But, yeah. Bourne Identity. And then I'm a completionist. I had to upgrade the rest. So I got Bourne Supremacy and Bourne Ultimatum off of eBay. And they're the same style, too. They're all the same Target exclusive steelbooks. And they're actually steelbooks. They're not metal packs. You can tell from the spines. So, good on you, Target. You had a legit steelbook, not one of those crappy metal packs. The one thing I don't like about these, though, aside from the fact that they all look the same from the back, and the artwork's, it's okay. It looks fine. But these, I've already used this digital code, so don't try to steal it. These are double-sided. So you've got this side, which if you put it in would play the Blu-ray, but if you flipped it, you would play the DVD. I've never been a fan of that. I always just feel like I'm going to scratch the damn thing. Or get fingerprints on it or something like that. So I've just never really been a fan of them. They're all like that. They're all double-sided. But I think the Bourne Legacy also had a Target exclusive steelbook, so got to get that one to complete the collection. But all 3 Bourne films upgraded to Blu-ray for what am I doing? There we go. For a price that I will not disclose, because honestly I don't really remember what the price was. These last 2 are the most recent pickups I have had, because if you didn't know, a little indie film, might not have heard of it, really, really obscure movie called Avengers Endgame came out. on Blu-ray and 4K and DVD this last week, last Tuesday. But Marvel also put out some steelbooks for Iron Man 1, 2, 3, and Thor 1 and 2 on 4K. They got 4K transfers. Finally, Germany had 4K transfers of the Iron Man trilogy for like a year now. We just got them here in the US, so that's freaking amazing. But of course, I didn't have it in me to pick up all of them. I had heard the Thor transfer was not that great, and I hate Thor 2 with every bone in my body. Iron Man 2 is not great. Iron Man 3, yeah, I love it, but do I really need that on 4K? Plus, they used a poster art that I'm not a big fan of. But of course, I had to pick up Iron Man. I mean, for one, this poster's sexy. We just look at it. It all flows together so nicely. And the arc reactor on the back, oh, it's so nice. Mm. And I've heard this transfer is very good as well. Haven't got a chance to watch it yet, but I am glad to own that. And of course, if you follow me on Twitter, you would have seen I posted pictures of that and pictures of this boy right here. Avengers Endgame Steelbook, which I pre-ordered the moment it was available. I really didn't need to do that because there were about 500 Steelbooks at my Best Buy. They really had them stocked to the teeth. But I'm glad I pre-ordered regardless, because what if they didn't do that? You know? So, Endgame. I haven't had a chance to watch it on 4K yet. I think tomorrow, my parents are going to be out of the house pretty much the entire day tomorrow, so I think what I'm going to do is have a double feature of Infinity War and Endgame back to back. Be cool. It's 5.5 hours of content, so we'll see how I hold up. But now I can say that I now own two of the greatest films in the last year. In the last decade. Two of the greatest and most influential films in the last decade. I own them now. Just look at them. Look at them side by side. They're so beautiful. Oh. I kind of wish they matched, though. Like, these don't match all that much, but the spines line up, which is pretty cool. Oh, they're so beautiful. Oh. I don't know what that was. Oh, jeez. I'm tired, don't you know? Sue. That's the wrong screen, you idiot. That's the right screen, you not idiot. Good job. Oh, that is the end of Things That I Have That You Don't, which was a really cool segment. I really enjoyed it. Thanks for joining me for that ride, and I'm not drunk, even though it sounds like I am. Beer, an American institution. Even though it's not beer. I'm too young for that, he said sarcastically. Now I look at chat and catch up on what things have said. I'm excited for the sequel, Angel Has Fallen. I had not heard of that, Yannel. I had seen a poster for Angel Has Fallen. Is that supposed to come out this year? Let me look that up. The internet. Here we go. Angel Has Fallen. If I could spell, that'd be nice. Yeah, it's supposed to come out. Holy crap, next week? Yeah, next week. So I need to watch both Olympus Has Fallen and London Has Fallen within the next week. Yikes! Because I kind of want to see that. Now that I know it's a sequel to that, so we shall see. Good Boys just came out today. And I want to see that as well, because that looks hilarious. King of the Hill seasons 3 to 6 have double-sided discs. Yeah, I don't like double-sided discs. Never like double-sided discs. They're just tacky, quite honestly. In my humblest of opinions. Any more pops coming? Not at the moment, Katie. Um, it's a. This doesn't sound weird to any of you, but whenever I say Katie, I have a friend in my personal life named Katie, so it sounds like I'm talking to her, but I'm not. It's a different Katie. Unless you are the Katie. You're probably not. Did you think Shazam was funny? Yes, I like Shazam a lot. Thought it was the best thing the DCEU has to offer. Because Aquaman sure as hell wasn't. I rewatched Aquaman. It's still trash. It's awful. I don't care what anyone says. I have another friend that I used to work with. She thinks Jason Momoa is um like the greatest thing ever. Thinks he's hot. I'm like, but Aquaman was trash. She thinks, no, it's not trash. Jason Momoa was hot. Yeah, if you're watching this, friend, sucks. Okay. I have seen Avengers Endgame, but I was kind of sad when Tony Stark died in the end of the movie. Yes, it was very sad, Gavin. I nearly wept. Nearly. Because I'm not a coward. I thought TS4 was kind of emotional. What's TS4? Oh, Toy Story 4. I'm stupid. Yeah, Toy Story 4. Yeah, it was kind of emotional. It was unneeded, but it was good. Any games coming out soon that interest you? Well, Yano, my friend, I'm not a big video gamer. Despite the fact that I own quite a few. Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order looks pretty good. The Battle for Bikini Bottom remake looks awesome. And Lego Star Wars The Skywalker Saga is going to be the best thing since sliced bread, so yeah, I guess those are the ones I'm looking forward to. Two of which are coming out next year. Jedi Fallen Order comes out in November, I believe. So I'm excited to pay full price for that. Yippee! Blah. They should have stopped at 3. Yep, they should have. They're starting to drive Toy Story into the ground. I wouldn't say that. I do think that, yes, Toy Story 4 was initially pitched as, hey, remember this? Hey, remember Toy Story? It made us a lot of money. Let's do that again. But then they actually said, hey, let's make it good. Okay, that makes more sense then. We'll make more money that way. Done. And they did make it good. I have Battle of Bikini Bottom for PC. I have it for PC too. Funny enough, when I okay, this requires some backstory. Alright, I have a desktop computer, right? It's a Dell Optiplex 780. Old as crap. Probably 10 years old. It still works though. Runs Windows 10 almost perfectly. But my parents wanted to chuck it. I said, no, I want it. So I brought it up here, hooked it up, got it all ready to go. It works. It doesn't have internet access because it needs a wired connection, so I need a router for that. Haven't bought one yet. But it's not in my room anymore. I moved it to the bonus room where the Xbox 360 is located, which I don't think I've shown on camera for quite some time now. Maybe I'll do that some other time in another live stream. It's in that room right now. And when it was up here in this room, I played Battle for Bikini Bottom on PC, and I beat it. I had never beaten it as a kid. I could never get past some of those godforsaken levels like Vine Swinger, but I did it. Rectified another childhood dream that never came true. It took 2 hours, but I did it. And by golly, I did not stop until it was done. So, well, that's my story. Well, you managed to kill 11 minutes. Luigi's Mansion is coming out soon, and I will get that. I loved the original 2001, so I have high hopes for 3. I've heard about Luigi's Mansion, yeah. Heard that's coming soon. I need the Apple Max Super Drive to play my PC games. I don't know about Max, so I don't know what that means. Yes, SpongeBob fan for life. I'm excited for the third SpongeBob movie. I don't think there's a third one coming. Not from what I've heard. I didn't think Sponge Out of Water did that well in terms of box office, so oh no, never mind. It is coming. I just looked it up. Yeah, third SpongeBob movie, It's a Wonderful Sponge. Release date May 22nd, 2020. Huh. I did not know about any of this. How about that? Oh, there's even a logo and everything for it. Huh. I had no idea this was coming. But cool. That's pretty awesome. Learn something new every day. Ugh. Pixar isn't making any more sequels as of now. Not this year or next year. They're not. So, good on them. Kind of got a little crazy with the sequel game there. It apparently has a teaser poster. I think I'm looking at the teaser poster now. Kind of low quality. This movie is going to be a total trip. The SpongeBob movie, It's a Wonderful Sponge, in theaters May. Yeah. I looked it up on Wikipedia. It's the Comic-Con teaser poster. Hang on, I want to look at what numbers the Sponge Out of Water did. Budget 74 million, box office 325 million. Okay, so it broke even. It made money. So, yeah, why wouldn't there be a SpongeBob 3? I don't know why I thought Sponge Out of Water didn't do that well. I don't know. Maybe the movie and Sponge Out of Water will get 4K releases before that third movie comes out. If they follow modern trends, Gumrobber, you are exactly right. You have predicted what is coming. Frozen 2? Not excited. It's not Pixar. It's just Disney animation. But no, I'm not excited for it. I don't really care. Do you think I should get this first SpongeBob film on Blu-ray? Yes, you should. Looks way better than the DVD. Hiccup there, jeez. I've been talking for too long, that's the problem. Hey, Pablo Santos, I recognize you. So, before I die, live on stream, let's go ahead and move into Hall H, shall we? I'm going to miss the Pixar sequels. Only films I want sequel to are Ratatouille, WALL-E, Up, and Inside Out. Up, I don't think has sequel potential. Inside Out probably does. I don't want any more WALL-E. WALL-E sucks. Ratatouille, I don't really think you can make a sequel out of that. So anyway, allow us to move into Hall H here. Where's the... I have sound bites I want to play for this, so just give me just a second here. Here we go.
Woo! You know what that means? It's Comic-Con time. It's Comic-Con time, baby. It's time to woo at everything and then criticize it later. Woo! You know what that means? Comic-Con time, baby. It's time to woo at everything and then criticize it later.
That sounded okay. I just watched it on the stream. It sounds alright. Desktop audio, it's a little odd. The microphone also... Hang on, let's play it again through the microphone.
Woo! You know what that means? It's Comic-Con time. It's Comic-Con time, baby. It's time to woo at everything and then criticize it later.
You know, I really should have tested this before I started the stream. That was a big echo. Hang on.
Woo! You know what that means? It's Comic-Con time. It's Comic-Con time, baby. It's time to woo at everything and then criticize it later.
Okay. So, yes, as that soundbite said, it's Comic-Con time. Woo! It's time to woo at everything and then criticize it later. Woo! Woo! So, it's now time to move in to Hall H and announce some things. Alright, I'm not going to be looking at chat for most of this, so if you have something to say, say it and I'll get to it at some point. It is so... This camera's so dark. I don't know why it got so dark, but it's probably because my one light source is right there. Zowie. So, first announcement for, or as I should probably, I should, make this official, Hello everyone. This is, of course, Lego Lover 117. I'm here at Comic-Con. It's great to be here at Comic-Con. It's amazing. Everyone's currently wooing. I can hear you all through the screens. Thank you. Thank you so much. And we got some big things to talk about today, so without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. We're going to talk upcoming videos. And here's a thumbnail reveal, and I'm sure a lot of you are going to be intrigued by. Here we go.
Woo! You know what that means? It's Comic-Con time. It's Comic-Con.
That's the wrong soundbite, you idiot. Hang on.
Hark, James. What do I hear in the distance? Woo! Or ah!
That's right, we got a woo and an ah. Next Let's Play is confirmed here today is Cars on the Wii. Yeah, it's coming. I had a friend at work, this is a funny story, I had a friend at work tell me that Cars the video game is not good, so I said, shut up, I'm gonna prove you wrong. Here we go, mate, we're doing Cars on the Wii. It's already recorded, it's ready to go. It's going to be amazing. I'm excited for you guys to see it. Really excited for you guys to see it. This is the only thumbnail I have to show you, actually. I did bring another slide, another graphic here to Comic-Con. Woo! As everyone is currently wooing. I can hear you all through the screen. So here's just additional videos that I have plans to do. I'm going to talk about each one individually here. So, HMR on Big World, Big Adventures. It's coming. I'm sick and tired of people saying, oh, well, did you remember the Big World Big Adventures are coming out on DVD in the US? Please stop telling me that. I understand it's coming. I know. I saw the news. It's coming, all right? The HMR is coming. I will watch it. It's coming. Sadly. Additional Thomas and Friends HMR supplementals. Those are coming. Like I said earlier, you're getting at least one more. But I'll go ahead and say you're getting at least 3 more. I can't say the exact number because I don't remember off the top of my head. And since we're here at Comic-Con, I can't look it up. Complete Blu-ray collection. You'll notice, complete Blu-ray collection. Not Blu-ray/DVD collection. I'm splitting it off this year. I'm doing just Blu-ray because last year I had way too much. So we're splitting it off this year. No more DVDs. There's nothing to update with the DVDs. That's stayed the same because the DVDs are bad and I don't buy them anymore. So we're doing just Blu-ray collection, complete Thomas Home Media collection. I think a fan asked about that earlier while we were out in the meet and greet out before we came into Hall H here. That's coming. Complete video game collection. That video, or that series of videos, I should say, it's coming. All right, it's coming at some point. I'm excited to produce it. I have written a good majority of it. I want it to be a Scott the Woz type of parody. Parody is a strong word. A love letter to Scott the Woz. I love his style. I love how he makes his videos. And I want to do a loving parody of it. Not a mean-spirited one, but, a loving parody. Saying, like, I really like your stuff, Scott. This is how I would do it, So that may or may not have to be pushed to 2020. Unfortunately, I don't think I'll have it ready by the time I want it to be out. I've waited too long to finally get started on it, and with school starting and whatnot, I can't exactly do it now. So I think I'll have to push that to 2020. You'll notice there at the bottom, Season 2 of Home Media Reviews, ? Well, if you've been following me...
Ooh!
Yes, thank you for your intrigue. ? Of course, alludes to the fact that, is it coming or is it not coming? Well, if you've been following me on Twitter, my fake producer Dave has been very, very rude to me about not greenlighting Season 2 of Home Media Reviews. Well, I'm here today to announce...
Hark, James, what do I hear in the distance? Woo! Or, ah!
That's right. We're getting Season 2 of Home Media Reviews. It's coming. It's not coming in 2019, though. Coming next year in 2020. But I think you guys are going to be excited for it. I have some good ideas. I've been workshopping some films that I'm going to do. And... yeah, I have pretty much almost all of Season 2 planned right now. I have some films that I've been considering. I haven't chosen what the season finale is going to be yet or anything. It's all in very early stages of production. But yes, there will be a Season 2 of Home Media Reviews. For those of you that are fans of that series.
Woo! Woo! Oh, yeah. Woo!
Yeah.
That's a man who can't woo.
Woo! I'm fired up. But thank you.
Thank you for your woos, and thank you for your patience in terms of that series. I really enjoyed working on Season 1, and I thought, fake producer Dave, suck my balls, it's coming back. So that'll be in 2020. Look forward to that. But now, ladies and gentlemen, we're getting into the real meat and potatoes of this Comic-Con segment. Super excited to announce, coming up here in the next couple of weeks, coming to the channel soon, we're going back to remakes. And I've got some graphics here that I really want to show you. I think you're really going to like these.
Woo! Woo! That's right. Woo!
Oliver owns up. I'm finally going to complete the Oliver trilogy. I've talked about this for years, I think. ever since I did Toad Stands By for the collab, the Thomas comes to no, Thomas in a special letter collab. Completely forgot. I was just really enthralled by the fact that I'm here at Hall H at Comic Con. It's really nice to see all of you. Thank you all for coming out. But yeah, I'm finally going to complete the Oliver trilogy. Oliver owns up. I talked about it on my Twitter, but this is just confirming that yes, it's coming. Got the graphic ready for it. Most of it's already been filmed. It's not finished yet, of course, or else I would have a clip to show you, but I don't have a clip to show you, unfortunately. But most of it has been filmed. So that will be coming here soon. But that's not the only remake I have to announce, ladies and gentlemen. This is a remake I don't think anyone has expected.
Ooh.
Thank you for your intrigue, but I would have preferred a woo. James Learns a Lesson. If you saw last year, I did a remake of A Proud Day for James, which in the Thomas timeline comes after James Learns a Lesson. And I always thought to myself, you know, I really wanted to finish that two-part story. Because I like James Learns a Lesson. I'm pretty sure it's on Best of James. If it's not, it was on a VHS I had as a kid. So I always wanted to finish that two-parter. So yeah, James Learns a Lesson. It's coming. I'm not hearing a lot of woos coming from the crowd, so that might not have been a surprise that you all were hoping for, but you're getting a second remake. So I hope you guys are excited for that. But now, if you thought the first couple of announcements in this were insane, well, feast your eyes on what's coming next, ladies and gentlemen.
Woo! Woo!
That's right.
Woo! Hark, James, what do I hear in the distance? Woo! Or, ah!
There was supposed to be another soundbite that played, but it didn't. That was supposed to get a lot of woos, but I can hear the woos. I can hear the woos. They're coming in through it. Yes, I'm confirming here. These next couple of announcements are all Thomas and Friends Engine Adventures episodes. They're coming. They're coming, ladies and gentlemen. More episodes in 2020. They're coming. And the first one, see on the graphic there, Race of the Century. Now, the Race of the Century was originally in Season 4 of Engine Adventures. Give me 1 second here, folks. Thank you. Okay. So Race of the Century was originally in Season 4 of Engine Adventures before it was rebranded. And I said in that announcement video that I put on my channel a year ago after Remastered Season 1 was over that I wanted to redo certain portions of Season 4 because that was canon. Well, now I've said to hell with that. I'm just going to redo the whole thing. Redo the whole damn thing. So, Race of the Century getting reworked from the ground up. It's going to be awesome. I will go ahead and offer a tidbit. I'm not going to say much about it because I don't want to spoil it for you. But the main character in the Race of the Century in Season 4 was Flying Scotsman. That has changed. In the new version of Race of the Century in Season 2, I guess, of the remastered Engine Adventures series, it's now Gordon. Gordon is going to be racing Spencer in the Race of the Century. But that is all I will say about that. The script has not yet been started yet, but rest assured, sometime in 20... I don't have a release date for any of these. Just know that they're coming in 2020 sometime. Not this year, next year. But they're going to be awesome. So, our next announcement.
Woo! Woo!
Oh yeah. Woo!
Yeah.
That's a man who can't woo.
Woo! I'm fired up. But thank you.
Thank you for your woos. I highly, highly appreciate them. This is No More New Engines. Now, No More New Engines, that was an episode that I highly enjoyed working on. No More New Engines was really the episode where my series started to take form. If you remember back when it first released in 2014 or 15, whatever year it came out in, it really started to take form. My series did, and it started to bring in more of the comedy, more of the references and such to films and whatnot. So No More New Engines is a very special episode to me, and I couldn't leave it out of these new remasters. You'll notice though, there was an episode that was in between Race of the Century and No More New Engines that was called Wilbur the Dockside Engine. Well, No More New Engines now takes place directly after Race of the Century. Wilbur the Dockside Engine is no longer in the middle there. And that will be revealed in a plot point in No More New Engines. I'll go ahead and say Norman is still the main character in No More New Engines, but there will be more new engines introduced in it because of the plot line of Sir Topham Hatt winning the lottery. In the original No More New Engines, that plot point was revealed in a short, not in the actual series. I always felt that was a mistake. The short was kind of stupid. So now there's going to be more of a legit reason that Sir Topham Hatt wins the lottery in No More New Engines. I, of course, can't talk about it any more than that. Spoilers. But that will also be coming in 2020. Now you may be wondering, what about Wilbur the Dockside Engine? Is that just not coming?
Woo! Woo!
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
That's a man who can't woo.
Woo! I'm fired up. But thank you.
No, it is coming. Wilbur the Dockside Engine is coming. It just takes place now after No More New Engines. Wilbur will be introduced in No More New Engines, but he will get a starring role in Wilbur the Dockside Engine, which comes later. This will, of course, feature the new Brendam Docks set, feature characters like Salty and Porter, because now we actually have Porter. It's going to be cool. It's going to be a cool episode. I really, really hope that you all are excited for that.
Woo! Woo!
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
That's a man who can't woo.
Woo! I'm fired up. But thank you.
Yes, A Visit to the Steamworks is getting a remaster as well. Now you may be wondering, hang on a second, A Visit to the Steamworks, that was a two-parter. You had Shapes and Strategies and A Visit to the Steamworks. How can you have Shapes and Strategies, or how can you have A Visit to the Steamworks and not Shapes and Strategies? What the hell's wrong with you, man? I'm combining those episodes. Shapes and Strategies is really just setup. It's nothing more than that. It has no plot of its own. It can't stand by itself without A Visit to the Steamworks. And it could have been the first 2 minutes of A Visit to the Steamworks. It's really not its own thing. So instead of shelling out, I'm combining the two episodes. So now it's one episode just titled A Visit to the Steamworks, which will of course feature Duck and James going to the Steamworks, getting their new shapes, and there may be some shenanigans caused by two twin engines from the Soto China Clay Company. This episode will not divulge too much from its OG plot. So, I hope you guys are excited for that as well. Now on to our next announcement.
Hark, James, what do I hear in the distance? Woo!
Or, ah!
Yes, if you remember at the end of Violent Viaduct, my good friend Connor's favorite episode, or Scarlori Reneus, as many of you lovely fans out here at Hall H would know, that's his favorite episode of mine. His favorite one to make fun of. Don't Be a Coward is the sequel to that episode to explore James's PTSD of going through this traumatic accident. And I mentioned in the end credit scene of Violent Viaduct that the episode was already out when I was getting a remaster. So it's going to be cool. It will not stray away from its original plot too much. That's all I can say on that one.
That's right.
Woo! Woo! Woo!
That's right.
Woo!
This film was so special it needed 2 sound bites of wooing, and I can hear the woos, but I can also hear some concern. Hang on a minute, Lego Lover. You said that Percy and Caroline was one of your favorite episodes you've ever written. Why are you remastering it? Well, I'm not really remastering it. Percy and Caroline's really the only one that will remain untouched, for the most part. I have done brief edits to this script, because this is one of the only ones I actually saved the OG script for. And it was in desperate need of updating. Desperate need. The visuals in desperate need of upgrading. They're so darkly lit. It was in desperate need of upgrading. And I will say this. Percy and Caroline will feature a more... How do I want to put this without sounding too spoilery? It's a good thing this isn't an actual microphone, because that would have caused a lot of feedback. Percy and Caroline will feature a more expanded role for Oliver Queen and his partner John. Yes, there are still DC characters included in Percy and Caroline. I got the rights to use them. Great. It will feature a more expanded role from Oliver Queen, the Green Arrow. And I should also mention that the villain that Green Arrow was chasing in the OG Percy and Caroline, whose name was Anton Valen, Valen will be seen throughout most of this remastered batch of stories here. He will be seen in primarily end credit scenes, setting up his operation and what he is doing on Sodor. It will feature his 2 accomplices that I will not name here, but he does have 2 henchmen, 2 people that are on Sodor with him, and it will detail, or these end credit scenes will show how he gets to Sodor, what are his reasons for being there, and how he is found out and caught in Percy and Caroline. But that's not all, folks. I know, you're all thinking, wait, he's out of episodes. There's no more to remaster, right? That's because this next one's not a remaster. This is something different.
Woo! Woo!
Oh, yeah. Woo!
Yes.
That's a man who can't woo.
Woo! I'm fired up. But thank you.
Now, I know this probably confuses somebody. I'm surprised I didn't hear any intrigue from that.
Oh.
Ooh!
There we go. Thank you. Y'all have been a great audience here. Oliver and Anton. This is what I like to call a companion episode. What's a companion episode? Basically, this is a story that takes place at the same time as Percy and Caroline, but this story will feature the humans. Percy and Caroline will feature the Thomas characters and the Thomas engines interacting in their area, with a little bit of influence from Green Arrow and a little bit of influence from Anton. But it will not take away focus from the Thomas characters. The Thomas story is key in Percy and Caroline. I don't want to take time away from that. So, this companion story will feature Green Arrow, John Daigle, Anton Valen, and his villainous henchmen that are also on Sodor, and it will basically be a parody episode of the Green Arrow TV series. Arrow and John travel to Sodor to take out Valen. They know he's there, and it shows what happens to Valen and his 2 henchmen. Obviously, we know Valen gets caught, but what happens to the henchmen? Because the henchmen are not seen in Percy and Caroline. They are only seen here in this episode, and throughout the end credit scenes throughout the rest of the series. So, what happens to them? That will be explained here in this episode. So, like I said, this will feature primarily humans. There will be cameos from Thomas characters, but this will be a human-centric story. It's not essential if you only care about the Thomas characters and what happens in their stories. But if you want to get the full story, you're going to have to watch this as well. This was really fun to write. This script has already been completed, and I really enjoyed the hell out of writing for these characters. I really am excited for you guys to see this final product. This might be what I am most excited to produce in 2020.
Woo!
Wonder
Woo!
Woman. Oh yeah. Woo!
Yes.
That's a man who can't woo.
Woo! Woo! Woo!
That's right.
Woo!
So as you can see here on this little end graphic, this is everything. This is everything that's coming in 2020. In terms of the series, not in terms of remakes, I couldn't fit the remake graphics in here, but this is everything, guys. I hope you guys are super excited for this. I am super excited for this. I know I said back in that announcement video from back in 2018 that I really wasn't into doing Thomas content much anymore. I wasn't into doing Wooden Railway stuff or anything like that. I was really just, I wanted to branch out and do other things. That's what I did throughout 2019, and while I have enjoyed it, it's nice to always go back to your roots. I'm super excited to produce these episodes, to write for these episodes, to record these all the things that come with producing Thomas content. I'm super excited to sit down and write these, which is what I'm going to do before I start shooting anything, because that must have a completed script before you go into anything. So I'm just over the moon excited. I'm glad I could finally share this with you all here at Hall H at Comic-Con. I really am blessed to be here, honestly. I really am. I mean, it's just so great. So, moderator, do we have any questions or anything? No question. Okay. Well then, I guess that's it for me here at Hall H. It's been great. It's been great, guys. It's been a good run doing other things, but I'm super excited to get back to my roots and doing some more Thomas things. It's been a blast. You guys have been great here at Hall H. I hope to see you all again very soon.
Woo!
Wonder
Woo!
Woman. Oh yeah. Woo!
Yes.
That's a man who can't woo.
Woo! I'm fired up. But thank you.
Okay, welcome back from Hall H, everybody. That was really fun. To do like a parody Comic-Con thing, that was really fun. I really like that. Hang on, something came out of my chair. There we go. I fixed it. So, I kind of lied. I was kind of looking at the chat while I was doing that bit. And I saw a lot of woos, a lot of wee, a lot of woos. And I see a lot of support for the Let's Play on Cars. I see you guys are very excited for that. See a lot of support for Big World, Big Adventures, HMR. I know you guys are excited to see me suffer through that. At this point, I have not seen the movie. This will be my first time seeing it. Support for the collections, some major support for the remakes, and of course, support for the series announcements. This comment right here is really what made it for me. Is from Yanel. He says, I mean, a lot of people love and watch a lot of your Thomas content, which is amazing. And he's right. There were a lot of people that watched my Thomas content and really enjoyed it, and even though I still think it was good for me to kind of back away from it and do my own thing for a while, and just kind of, do my own thing, just back off and make the content that I was excited about. Because in all honesty, I was burnt out on Thomas content. And it was mainly because of the show. The show got crap. I don't watch the show anymore. I don't care about it anymore. And I just wanted to do my own thing. But I was rewatching Remastered Season 1 a few weeks ago before I started work on these graphics and work on the scripts and such. And I was talking about ideas for episodes with Master of the Lemons. He's still alive, by the way, in case you were wondering. And it was that talk. He never said, hey, you should do more episodes. Like, he never came out and said, yo, I think you should do more episodes. But the way he was talking, he basically said, yo, you should do more episodes. And I thought, maybe I should. I mean, I'm really proud of Remastered Season 1. Aside from some of the visuals, I could fix some of those visuals nowadays. But I'm really proud of what the stories are and how they relate to the world around them. That's a weird thing to say. But I'm really proud of those stories. I really like them, and I'm really proud of what I wrote with those. So I'm hoping that this next batch of episodes can be, if not better, just as good. Of course, the favorite one that I'm excited to see come to fruition is Oliver and Anton, because it's something completely brand new. And I really think the script for it's really good. So I called it on Percy and Caroline. Sure. Yeah, you did. I'll give you that one. Moving on to other things are making variety and content are important and nice change of pace, which your videos are great, just saying. Thank you, Yan. Thank you. And I'm glad I got some support for that. When I made that update video back in January of this year, saying that, well, I didn't really want to do Thomas content much anymore, I got some people saying that, well, I only watched you for Thomas content, so I'm unsubscribing. And while that made sense, it also kind of hurt, because I was like, but I'm doing what I want to do. I thought you watched the channel for me, not the content that I made. If that sounds selfish, I don't mean it to be selfish. I don't want, no one has to stay subscribed to me. If you don't like the content I produce, then don't subscribe, don't watch. But it made me kind of think that maybe I'm not doing the right thing here, but I did what I felt was necessary. I can't say I did exactly what God wanted me to do, because I didn't really ask him about what I should do with that. But I feel that this is what I should do to not have a big blowout on my channel. I'm not saying 2020 is the end of LEGO Lover 117. Ooh, I'm not sure I'll ever truly end, but I'm excited. I hope you guys are excited for it too. I think Yanel said earlier, are these sound... Yeah, here it is. Is the woo effect from Mr. Sunday Movies? Yes, it's from the Weekly Planet. Somebody understands what that's from. I always reference that with my friends whenever they talk about Comic-Con, and I was like, woo, and they're like, what the hell are you doing? I'm like, that's what you do at Comic-Con, you say, woo! And that's what everybody does at Comic-Con. If someone was at Comic-Con and they said, hey, how about them Jews, right? Everyone would be like, woo! Or if they said something like really racist or something, like, hey, black people, am I right? Woo! That's what would happen, because it's Comic-Con. You woo and everything. Yeah. So I'm glad somebody understood what those were from. That was Nick Mason, Nicholas J. Mason, and James, Mr. Sunday. My name is James, also known as Mr. Sunday. With me, as always, my co-host, Nick Mason. Hark, James. What do I hear in the distance? I wish I'd got some more variety in those clips, though. I kind of used the same ones throughout the whole panel there. But it worked out. So, I really don't want this to be an hour and 50-minute stream, so we're going to go for another 10 minutes, and then when it hits 2 hours, donezo, because I am getting tired. I want to finish Godzilla and maybe do some other things. I'm sticking around for all of your content. Thank you, Katie. And thank you, Gumrobber. He says same here as well. Thank you, too. Thank you. Honestly, I don't want to get sappy here, but even though I didn't really ask God for this or ask for him for any level of success in this YouTube channel, he's blessed me beyond belief with this. While my audience may not be the biggest, while I may not be someone like PewDiePie or Keemstar or someone who has like hundreds of millions of subscribers, I am still incredibly grateful for the viewership that I have. You know, like right now I only have 12 people watching the stream. That's still 12 people that I get to interact with. That's still 12 people that I can reach through this meme. Still 12 people I can share the gospel with at some point, probably. You know, it's a very cool feeling to be a small time online personality. And I'm glad that you all accept me for the weird, eccentric person that I am. No matter what the content, I'll be here to watch it for you. Thank you, Dan. Cabletoon says that he likes all of my videos. That is very cool. Very cool. Thank you, Cabletoons. Very cool. You know, and it shows that even though a lot of bigger users in this fandom don't really have a high opinion of me because of some stupid things I've said in the past, mainly 2017 me when I was an edgy boy, it shows that I have true people that actually care about me and actually care about the content that I produce and don't think of me as this evil racist bigot like what a lot of people at you know what, I'm just going to go ahead and say it. A lot of people at the Shining Time meetup think of me that I'm at, but I don't want to start drama or anything by saying that, oh, we'll never be invited to a meetup like that. I don't want to say something like that. A lot of those people there don't have a high opinion of me, and that's unfortunate. But it still makes me grateful that I have you guys. Without you guys, I wouldn't do this. I wouldn't have an audience. And that's what we do it for, right? That's what us YouTubers do it for. We do it to bring entertainment to other people. And as long as I have entertained one person on this website, I have done my job. I love the stream where Big Boy ate Scarloy. That was a What Our Skype Calls Are Like. I remember that. That was a long time ago. Back when that series was still alive. I've had a lot of dead series, I've realized. I'm sure maybe in the future you guys can work it out and talk again like before. I think I know who you're thinking of, Yano. It's not who you're thinking of. It's people who I have never interacted with before, who have seen me on my Twitter from back in 2017 when I was edgy, when I was just out there to offend people, and I said some things that I regret. They base my personality today and base how I would act in a public setting off of that. And that's unfortunate. Because if they would sit down and actually look at my Twitter nowadays or watch one of these live streams where I actually, talk about this kind of stuff, they would see I'm not that person. But that is their issue. They can work that out on their own time. If they want to speak to me and they want to try and work things out, they are more than welcome to. Their beef is all one-sided. I don't hate any of them. Hate is poisonous. I'd rather not poison my own self with hatred and rather speak out of love, but speak the truth in love. I try to do that every day. Hey, don't be sad, Lego Lover. We love you. I'm not sad, Pablo. Reflective moods make me melodramatic, I guess you could say. I want to go out and stare out that window right now, like Oliver Queen does every single time something bad happens to him. I just want to go stand there with my hands behind my back and stare out that window and just think. But no, I'm not sad. I don't get sad. Men don't get sad. Any more unboxings or vlogs? Nothing in the pipeline right now. Nothing really planned. The vlogs just really kind of happen randomly a lot of the time. I don't have any trips or anything I have planned, so I don't think there'll be any more on that front. Unboxings, I haven't done one of those in a long time. So unless it's something really special, I don't really do an unboxing for it anymore. I did enough of those back in the day. Do you use Discord? Yes, I do. I use that more than Skype because Skype sucks. I'm hardly ever on my Discord anymore. So favorite video of yours? Oh, that is such a hard question to answer, especially when I don't have a lot of time left to stream because I have made so many freaking videos. I'll never forget this. When Ted came back from his break, we chatted on Skype when he first came back, and I said, "Hey Ted, have you seen any of my latest content?" And this was when I had just started doing 2 videos a week. And he was like, "Dude, you have made so much content since I have been gone. There is no hope of me ever catching up." And if I could toot my own horn here for just a moment, can I just say it's a big achievement that someone like me made 2 videos a week for about 2.5 years. Not a single week missed. Not one that's planned, at least. Or that wasn't planned. 2.5 years. 2 videos every week. I don't know. I've just never really seen a lot of recognition from that. I don't need recognition for it. But, I think it's cool. So are they dead unboxings? No, I wouldn't say the unboxings are dead. Not something like a Thomas and Friends shorts. Those are definitely dead. Those are never coming back. Not something like what our Skype calls are like is dead. I don't use Skype. I would say that the unboxings. I keep having to burp, but I don't ever do it. I'd say the unboxings are really more on a hiatus at this point. Like I said, unless it's something super duper special, I don't do it. Like the last time I did an unboxing was something a fan sent me. So if it's on that level, then yeah. But just some rinky-dink thing I bought off eBay, I'm not going to do an unboxing for that. What's your favorite HMR from both TTE and regular HMR? Another hard question. I think my favorite HMR I did for regular home media reviews is, it was either on The Avengers, which was the first one, or Wanted, actually. I really enjoyed making the Wanted HMR. The close-up was really interesting to film with that. But I think it was either The Avengers or that. Maybe one in the middle. I don't know. Thomas and Friends HMR, that's hard to that's hard to say, quite honestly. There are just so many episodes of that series. The one on Up Up and Away, in my opinion, is hilarious because I just swear throughout the whole thing. Because that release is horrible. So, yeah, it's either Up Up and Away or Sticky Situations was another one that I just completely hated. So, surprisingly, I was calm and collected during the during the Misty Island Rescue one, but I didn't. I just completely lost it for Up Up and Away and Sticky Situations. Sticky Situations I didn't expect to hate as much as I did, but by golly, was it bad. Any more original cuts for Thomas HMR coming? That is an interesting story, Gum Robber. I have another one, but I can't get it off of the hard drive it's on. Something is wrong with the file. I think it's corrupted or something, but I can't get it off the hard drive. So there's one more that exists, but I can't get it off the hard drive. So for now, no, that's not coming. But there is one more that exists. Actually, there's a video that I made years and years ago. This relates to TWR Community Radio coming back, which, by the way, y'all should go subscribe to that channel. They got some cool stuff coming. But I was thinking about this when TWR Community Radio was announced to come back, so yesterday. I was thinking about it yesterday. I have a video that I made probably 3 or 4 years ago that's a behind the scenes of home media reviews video. And it was made for Tank Engine Studios. If you remember what Tank Engine Studios is, that was basically a behind the scenes collab channel. It had me, Matt Twillman, person number 6, Eric Pierre, Tom, and somebody else. Roe was on it too. And I was a member of it for a while before it died. And I made a behind the scenes video for home media reviews for it. It was filmed around the time I was recording the close-ups for Cranky Bugs and Races, Rescues, and Runaways, if I'm not mistaken. And it has sat on my computer, languished on my computer, on several different hard drives. And I've always intended on uploading it, but Tank Engine Studios is dead, so would you guys be interested in seeing that on this channel? Because I'll put it up. It's an old video. It's a few years old, so it's not going to be 100% polished, but it is it's a thing. It exists. I think I'll get that out in the next couple of weeks if you guys are interested in seeing that. When is Big World Big Adventures coming out on DVD? September something. You would think with how many times I've been told it's coming out on DVD that I would know the date. But it's completely slipping my mind right now. I forgot. Hang on, let me look at my calendar. That's the speakers. Pretty sure. I'm pretty sure it's September 17th. is when it's coming out. That looks like the most right. But like I said, you'd think with how many times I've been told it's coming out, I think it's somewhere in the 50s. How many times I've been told. If you haven't noticed, I've been removing comments that tell me that Big World Big Adventures is coming because it just pisses me off whenever I see those comments. So I just remove them. Hasn't helped, hasn't changed anything. People still tell me it's coming. Where did GWR Studios go? Wasn't he the guy that did like the goof videos? Yeah, I don't know where he went. He probably died. I just remember seeing a bunch of parodies of him because his goofs were like extraneous. If you can't get it off, will you tell us about it? I assume you're talking about the corrupted one. I actually don't remember what it's on. I think it's on Thomas and His Friends Get Along. But I haven't watched it in years, so I don't remember what's different about it. But I'm pretty sure it's on Thomas and His Friends Get Along because that was the period where I had screwed up the timeline. So I scrapped those episodes and then made new ones. Is Big World Big Adventures coming on Blu-ray or just DVD? I have heard just DVD. I don't think Mattel is stupid enough to put it out on Blu-ray. They're already stupid for putting it out on physical media in the first place because physical media sales are in the toilet right now, especially for them. So, I don't think they would be that stupid. But it's Mattel, so not one higher up there has a brain in their head that actually knows what they're doing. Not one of them knows how to run a business. But that's their problem, not mine. I'm not running their business. My business is doing very well at the moment. What if there was Thomas the Tank Engine on 4K Blu-ray? That would be amazing. I did a Photoshop of that. Hang on, let me find it. I'd pull it up in the meme slideshow, but I don't know where it is in there. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? It's in the meme folder. We're in the meme folder. Crap, where is it? I don't see it anywhere. Don't tell me it's gone. No, wait, there it is. Aha! Shouted the foreman. Great Western engine and a brake van, too. You can't take these. Hey, but they're all for us. See for yourself. Hang on. The screen's gonna go black here for a minute. There we go. Display capture. That's what I want. Here it is. This is my Photoshop of Misty Island Rescue on 4K Blu-ray. You can see we've got features HDR, high dynamic range. It's the 3-hour-long TV version, and it's the Ultimate Edition. Yeah, for anyone who's fooled by that, there's no 3-hour cut of Misty Island Rescue. This was taken off of the Superman from 1978 DVD copy, and then the Ultimate version was taken from Batman v Superman, the Blu-ray. High dynamic range, I'm not sure where that was taken from, but every 4K Blu-ray pretty much features HDR, so it's got to be on the front cover. So I thought that was very clever. Why do I always pick the wrong thing? Oh, thank you for all your support on that. I thought that Photoshop was really done. It was really, really well done. If only that was an official version. Yeah, if only. But they wouldn't be stupid enough to actually put that out because, well, actually, no, they would be. Ugh. Ugh.
Holy sh...
Oh. Mattel is not a good company. They ruined Thomas. Yeah, they're not. Not a good company at all. Not in the slightest. They're just not very smart. They just don't know how to run a business, and it's very unfortunate. Yeah, Thomas is on Nick Jr. now. It's not on PBS. I guess that's better. I don't know. Oh, yeah, you're right. They don't care, and they don't know how to run a business. That's the thing. It's not that they don't care. It's that they don't know what the hell they're doing. What if there was a Thomas and the Magic Railroad Blu-ray? I would buy it. Because then we would actually have a widescreen version of the frickin' film. All we have is the 4:3 cropped full screen version. Unless you get a pan and scan version from some jackwang off the internet. Some jackhole who just made the choice to convert it to widescreen. Sure, get it that way, but we don't have it officially in widescreen, even though it was released in widescreen. But it was 2000. Like, come on, guys. The standard for DVDs back then was releasing a full screen and a widescreen version. But when it comes to kids' films, they didn't give a shit about that. Whoops, I swore. Now this really is not advertiser friendly. But there is a widescreen version that exists. It was released in theaters in widescreen. Give us our 239x1 scan of that, please. I don't like watching Magic Railroad in 4:3 crop mode. Gross looking. I wish Hero of the Rails was on Blu-ray. Yeah, I don't. That animation wouldn't look good on Blu-ray. It would reveal all the little flaws. And I would just be nitpicking the whole thing. Does Cars have a 4K? It's coming. It's coming soon. So to answer your question, not right now, but it will. Ah. Yeah, I know that Cardi did like a 4K scan of the Magic Railroad trailer and reformatted it into widescreen. I don't know how you do that. I'm not as savvy as he is with the whole 4K scanning transfer process. I know he did it, and I know there's people who have attempted to convert Magic Railroad to widescreen, to its original 239x1 aspect ratio widescreen format, but I have not seen a version of the film in widescreen ever. Ugh. Wish we could see the deleted content of Magic Railroad. You will see it in Vinny's Magic Railroad parody. which I hear is coming along quite nicely. I still wish he would wait and release it all as one assembly instead of releasing it in parts. But that's his decision. It's a decision I don't agree with, but gotta respect each other's opinions. Rob's in it. Yes, he is. Rob is in it. Good observation. He's Mr. C. Mr. Conductor. Mr. Conductor. Thank throttles, you're safe. Can we talk about that line for a minute? Thank throttles. What was up with that? It's like Greenland. It's not green, and there's no land. What's up with that? All Thomas US releases nowadays, cable tunes are in widescreen, so yes, the release will be in widescreen. It'll just look like faded poop because DVDs don't have good picture quality. Did you see his last review? Yes, it was very good. I'm glad it wasn't on the whiteface because the whiteface mystery was answered a long time ago. So it wouldn't have made sense for him to do his last review on the whiteface. I'm glad it was something personal to him. Like what Turtles' last, quote-unquote, last review was. The review where he revealed his face. He did it on the recycling cars, which was an item he had had since childhood. And it meant something to him. Kind of like Rob's review was on the James Goes Buzz Buzz set, which it meant something to him. That's what makes a great final review, in my opinion, is if the item means something personally to you. So wait, was this really his last review? Why? I don't know. I don't know the guy personally. I think he's just done. He's like MPS. He's just done. Which I find it funny how MPS says he's done with Thomas content, yet he's on community radio. I guess that's not technically Thomas related, but you're not totally done, bro. Of course, I said I was done too, and we just had a whole Comic-Con panel about stuff that's coming soon. Random question, what do you think of the Transformers movies? They go on a downward spiral. 1 is pretty alright. 2 is like, yeet! And then 3 is like, whoa, there's a spike, it's a little bit better. And then 4 is like, yeet! And then 5 is like, even bigger yeet. That's downward. They get worse. Bumblebee was kind of like, beep, well, there's a little life in this, you know. Maybe we could limp this along. Bumblebee's 4K transfer looks amazing. I'll give it that. What about Banana Matt, Hero the Japanese Train? I don't know what he's up to. I haven't talked to Matt in a while. He is in college, I know that, but we have not talked since the Let's Play that we recorded. So the Banana Matt's probably just busy. He was at Shining Time. So there's that. Sorry to quit, but I'm tired and pooped out. Honestly, so am I, Dan. I said I was just going to do this for another 10 minutes, but look at that. It's been longer than 10 minutes. It's been 20. Ever seen Dragon Ball? I have not seen it. I don't like anime. Anime is a sin. That is an exaggeration, but I don't like anime. I arrived at the end, didn't I? Yes, you did, Sheriff Duncan Flynn. I am so sorry, but the live stream is almost over. Do you use Snap? Yes, I do, but I don't give it out. Please do not ask me for it. I will not give it to you. Yes, the Thomas Let's Play on Thomas Saves the Day. That was the last time I spoke to Mr. Matthew Tillman. He could be dead now, for all I know. Except he's not dead, because he was at Chartington. Unless that was someone in a Matt costume. You could always just rewatch the stream, Sheriff Duncan Flynn, and act like you were playing around in it. But you missed the Hall H panel. It was full of a lot of woos. Woo! Which order will the collection videos come out? I have no idea about that, Gum Robber. That's way too far in advance. Which is ironic, because I just did a whole panel about stuff that's coming soon. But that's too far in advance. Are you going to the train show in 2020? If it comes, yes. It has come every year. So yes, I will be attending. Speaking of Ted, his series returned. It did, and I completely forgot to watch the latest episode. I need to do that. I'm behind on his series. I'm behind on James's series, for Christ's sake. I'm like a season and a half behind on James's series. I don't even know what's happening. Recently I saw Tatmar in Walmart again, so it's popping up. Yeah, funny enough, that's the next supplemental coming out this Monday. It's on an updated version of Magic Railroad. Spoiler alert, literally nothing has changed. It's the same damn DVD. Just wanted to say you were the first person I subscribed to. Thanks for all the HMR. Well, thank you, Duncan. Thank you so much. You're going to get more. It's not the end. You're going to get more. I'm leaving. I'll watch the supplemental on Monday. Okay, good night, Dan. Did you plan to go to Greenberg last week? I did not. I did not find out that the Greenberg train show was happening until probably 3 days before it happened. So there was no way I was driving 11 hours to New Jersey to go to that show. Considering I don't have enough vacation time at work to do that. So, Yeet did not attend. But I would like to. I would like to see the Dukins their handle props in person. Congrats to everyone who got to go. EE93 was there. He was. There was also a bad parent there. I don't want to get into that. The whole Michelle Hurtado thing. It's been solved at this point, but parent your kid better, man. I know, endless potential. The new HMRs are great. Thank you, Duncan. I really appreciate that, man. I don't go to train convention, but hopefully you always have fun. I do always have fun at that. That's a tradition me and my grandpa always do. I always really enjoy going to that with him. And it's not actually, the official name of it's not actually train convention. That's just what I call it. I don't remember what the actual name of it is. I will have to look that up. Did you see Hobbs and Shaw? I did. It's exactly what I expected it to be. It's dumb. But I liked it. That doesn't mean I didn't like it. I liked it a fair amount, but it was dumb as hell. Well, I gotta go. See you next time and keep up the good work. Thanks for watching, you know. You a real one. And I'm starting to get really tired. It's been almost 2 hours and 30 minutes. We've almost hit Infinity War's runtime. Jeez. You know what? Let's hit Infinity War's runtime. Let's do it. 2 hours and 30 minutes. Let's go, boy. Woo! Shaun the Sheep is dumb. I've never seen Shaun the Sheep, so I wouldn't know. I know he's a sheep and his name is Shaun. Did you see Dora? No, because I'm not 5 years old. Which is ironic coming from a Thomas fan, but you know what? At least Thomas has substance. All Dora has is, where's the map? And the map's literally right behind her. Are you stupid? Look behind you. It's not that difficult. Shaun the Sheep is a spin-off of Wallace and Gromit? I didn't know that. Huh. Again, learn something new every day. I am skipping Dora for Frozen 2. They don't come out around the same time, so I don't know why you would need to skip that, but you know what? You do you, man. I gotta stop streaming. I gotta stop. Oh. Well, this has been fun. This has been a whole lot of fun. We've had a rootin' tootin' good time here, haven't we, Cletus? Yeehaw. Now it's empty. So, I want to thank you guys for watching this live stream, watching this nonsense. And I hope you guys had fun. I always enjoy doing these. As I've said before, they are very therapeutic, and I honestly really enjoy them. Please pray for my soul as I go back to school on Monday, and I don't want to go back because I don't like school. I wish I was done with it. You know, I really wish the government would just pay me what I want to be paid, you know, because that's not communist at all. Gotta get a little dig in at AOC and her squad there. It wouldn't be a Lego Lover live stream if there wasn't some form of politics inserted into it. The Democrats are bad. Ha, yeet! Not all of them, but some of them are. The squad. Ridiculous. So anyway, before I go on a political rant and get myself banned, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the live stream. I hope you enjoyed the Hall H panel. Hope you enjoyed all the woos and all the because of the guy who doesn't know how to woo. But I want to leave you with this soundbite from the Weekly Planet as I descend into madness. So thank you so much for watching, and as always, good night, everybody.
But also, it's a great shirt, and they're ethically made, and they're very nice. I've
And we
got a whole bunch of them.
We 100% back it, don't
Before
we?
stitching together as many as get ordered and no more. So
That's how we like it.
yeah, that's right. Yeah, and they're good, real good shirts.
They're real good shirts.
Thank you to the Brute and the Basilisk and Rackham for all our theme musics.
Yep. Next week, I don't know.
Don't know. Yeah, what's going on? A bit of a quiet one.
Yeah.
Maybe do a topic.
We'll do a topic, yeah.
When's Fallout coming out?
Week after.
Ah!
So I think you can actually see it this week, but not everybody
Yeah, all right.
can see it this week. I got to get back on Paramount's mailing list because
Did they ban you?
yeah, for Transformers, I've talked about it.
I still get the emails. Do you want me to get you a ticket?
Yes, please.
Okay, I'll get you a ticket. I'll get you a ticket.
Good.
All
All right. Thanks, everybody.
Grab that gem, you guys. We'll see you next week.
Goodbye.
This podcast is part of the Planet Broadcasting Network.
Visit planetbroadcasting.com for more podcasts from our great mates.